telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They run again on first down. Cook. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
It's easy work and it's coming again. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. First. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Here we go.
Hey. High 7.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Chiefs' 7-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Quit talking about it.
Back to the ground, Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Hey, keep it up.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
He's going to get it running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Gun.
Mike, check, 59.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line. Something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
55, Mike, 55, exit. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Cut.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. There we go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in, but the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Switch. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
I've got Lil Wayne. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the slant.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
I'm going to run you over.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
15.
No chance. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
You're not ready. Hey, 43, 15.
54. Right there.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Check 15. Check 15.
They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
That's fielded in the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Come on now, let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And they got the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Silver.
Check 13. Check 13.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go. Attack.
54.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their